The purpose of our meeting was really also in response to the drive for more action and for more awareness about the climate change implications and risks, and yes, in response, if you like, to the growing activism in the UK, elsewhere around the world, and even in Gibraltar recently. So, you know, because we have been very connected to this in the line of the work that we do, we thought it was really important to put out our stall and showcase what we've been doing.
Do you think the government's pledge is realistic to make Gibraltar carbon neutral by 2030?
You know, government is obviously free to say whatever they want to achieve, no? And we welcome the pledge being made in the first place. We think that is a statement of intent, and that, in this sense, is a very, very welcome statement to make. You have to start somewhere. Government making a statement like that is welcome, but we all want to know as quickly as possible what the plan is. And more importantly even than that is what we've said in our press release, is that this plan has to be a cross-party plan, because no solution is going to survive a political term. So it has to be carried by all parties, but it shouldn't stop there. It should carry the citizens with it. So from the very start, the ESG has been lobbying against pollution and the links to climate change that carries. We've also been calling for public debate so that government and the community can address these issues in an informed basis. It's not enough for government to impose a plan and that will eventually, you know, filter down to everybody. Everybody should be involved from the start, and that's what we think is so important about, you know, the real need for action. So, you know, we have ideas that we're going to put forward. This will come out in the next few days.
We've seen some drastic action in the UK by environmental groups such as the Extinction Rebellion. Could you see that sort of activism taking place here in Gibraltar, and do you think that there is some benefit to it?
There's a lot of support and criticism about the actions that Extinction Rebellion are taking. I think in London, you know, with millions of people, you're going to get several thousand people who are prepared to do that. We're a very tiny community, and to garner even support for things like that would be really difficult. It's been difficult for us to really gather support for protests in the past, you know. So I don't think it would work as a, you know, however, whether we'll see greater activism or more visual activism, that may well happen. It'll all depend on how government policies and you know, the policymakers actually respond to the situation, and whether a step plan is introduced fast enough that everybody believes here we are really tackling the real problems and have got a vision in sight for meaningfully reducing our carbon impact, which at the moment we have a big question mark. How can we achieve this?